What if I told you in The Handmaiden, the house is lying to you too? At first, it looks very beautiful and very expensive mansion, but the more you look at it, the more you realize that the house is designed around control, secrecy, and deception. And that is what makes A Handmaiden so interesting from the architectural point of view. The story follows Suki, a young woman who becomes a maid for a lady Haiduku, a wealthy woman living in a huge countryside mansion. But nothing in this story is exactly what it seems, and architecture follows the same idea. First thing that stands out is the mansion itself. It's a strange combination of Japanese and Western architecture, reflecting the historical setting of the film. You see traditional Japanese elements like garden, wooden details, but then you walk inside and suddenly you are surrounded by European inspired rooms, heavy furniture, fireplaces, and grand corridors. It's almost like a house itself doesn't know which identity it belongs to. And that reflects the characters. Everyone in this movie is pretending to be someone else. But what's really interesting is the way house is divided. There are private rooms, corridors, staircase, hidden connections and spaces that separate people from each other. The characters are constantly moving, and every time they cross a doorway, our understanding of the story changes. The house creates boundaries: who is allowed where, who can see whom, and more importantly, who is hiding what. One of the most important spaces is the library. It looks grand, sophisticated, and intellectual, but underneath the beauty, something extremely disturbing is happening. The room represents power. Books, architecture, and knowledge are being used as a tool of control. So the library isn't simply a beautiful interior, it's a space where power is performed. And that's the one of the cleverest thing about the movie. The prettier the room looks, the darker the story becomes. Then we have the garden. Compared to the interiors, it feels open, peaceful and free. But even the garden isn't completely free. It's carefully designed, framed and controlled. You are constantly looking at nature through windows, doors and architectural frames. It's almost as if the house is telling you you can see the freedom but you can't completely reach it. And that's why I love looking at movies through architecture. Normally, we think storytelling happens through dialogue, acting, or music, but in Handmaiden, storytelling also happens through walls, doors, windows, stairs, and rooms. A character entering a room can reveal something, a door closing can hide something, a window can give us information, or deliberately prevent us from seeing the truth. The architecture controls what we, the audience, are allowed to see. Just like the characters are being manipulated inside the story, we are being manipulated by the film itself. And maybe that's the biggest architecture lesson from The Handmaiden. Architecture is not just about making a space beautiful. It can control movement, it can create privacy, it can create fear, it can hide secrets, and sometimes it can become a part of a story itself. So the next time you watch Handmaiden, don't just look at the characters, look at the house, because in this movie the house is hiding secrets too.